Hey people, Intro here, 3v3, Typhon Maya, blue team, looking very green. We have the King of Pythons as a Mekboy, teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat, puts out some good damage with a bunch of orky gadgets. Alongside is Ligt with a Kommando knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orkish style begins in ranged combat, the twin link shooter. Rounding off the team, trying to keep these guys in line, is panzerbatallion's Warboss, a melee hero walking through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. Red team, Trojan with an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee but can get specialized ranged weapons. The Mordian Iron Guard elite scheme here alongside kesuga7 with a Daemonhunter. Where has he gone? Hello, there he is. A melee spellcaster, strong support and control. And we round off the team with Chuzar's Hive Tyrant, a very durable hero walking through objects, cannot be suppressed with powerful offense, disruption and support, begins in melee with a basic synapse. I shall call you Sergio. Heavyweights in the south, Warboss versus Hive Tyrant. We have double termagants into some spore mines and double shooters for panzerbatallion. In fact, double shooters for all three orc players. Stun bomb, trying to get the strat squad with it, but they dodged. Lots of Daka for the Inquisitor's neck, and she runs away. Sentinel now under pressure, and a orky turret going up early from King of Pythons. Look at that. Daemonhunter goes sprinting in on the sluggers. Strat squad are a powerful early melee unit with some psychic powers if you get their upgrade. Sluggers didn't want any part of them, but now they're going back for some afters. Should be able to deal with sluggers 1v1. The Mekboy's helping out though, and here comes a bunch more Daka to help out. The turret is up. This thing doesn't suppress, but it also doesn't lose damage over its radius. Actually packs a decent punch, that thing. Strat squad down to a single model. They are just setting up shop on this natural power of the red team apparently. Sentinel needs to be careful. Doesn't want to be in range of that turret. And the Kommando knob does some serious damage with his default twin link shooter. Stunned those guardsmen so they couldn't repair there. There's some Hammer of the Witches action. How do you like being stunned, Mr. Kommando? Down goes the node again. I think there's actually meant to be a Gretchen or something inside that thing, firing it. There's no orky AI controlling that gun. Just a little green skin fella. Bunch of Daka. Daemonhunter gets revived, Inquisitor runs away. Here comes the strat squad, and here comes some operatives throwing their smoke in. There's the fallback plan, gives them incendiary grenades, which we're seeing now. There it is. And they use the smoke to shut down the orc turret, and down it goes in melee. Looks like, is that psychic assailment on the strat squad? Looks like it, but they weren't. That only buffs ranged damage, I believe. Daemonhunter's not moving, by the way. Not sure what kesuga7's up to. He's not moving. Stormboy's on the field here for Ligt. Jump troops with power melee weapons. Very dangerous to low-level heroes and heavy infantry. Jumping into those guardsmen, pretty dangerous for those guardsmen too. Down goes the Inquisitor. Stomp comes in. It's a good stomp. It's a little bit too late. Hit all the models, I think. You still move? There we go. He's moving now. What's going on in the south? You have Bioplasma up for Sergio. He's also got Rending Talons. The Warboss with spiky armor on the way. Got a Warrior Brood here. We have Looters up with their Death Gun. And the Orks have held the mid for the whole time, I think, because they pushed up super aggressively, and that turret was a pain in the ass. Here comes another turret. Look at that damage. That was like 2 seconds of the burst, and one of those stormtroopers died. War banner right beside it. There's some more smoke. Shut down the range of the turret so they can get in, but sluggers are there to counter-initiate. They got their burners up. More sluggers coming in, and tons of Daka. Strat squad stayed in there way too long, and down they go. Looks like incendiary grenade was thrown in by the operatives. Need to do their flash grenade retreat, I think. Nope. They're sticking around with one model, apparently. Is that another smoke? It is another smoke. I think he wanted to stick around for the cooldown of that smoke. Daemonhunter's in melee with it now. Getting shot at. But maybe he can deal with it. Oh, now the turret shooting back at these stormtroopers. It can't shoot at the Daemonhunter because he's too close. But those stormtroopers are getting messed up by that Orc turret. This thing doing work. Oh, hey, Crusaders up for Kesuga. Unique unit for the Daemonhunter. Gain strength as they drop models, which is fun. But well, not that fun for the fellas that die, I guess. Looters on the way for King of Pythons. Painboy is up for panzerbatallion back in base. Looks like the Orks had a push through. Warboss got too close to death and ran off. Although he's got a decent chunk of hit points there. Looters backing off. They can't suppress Sergio the Hive Tyrant here, but they can do a lot of damage if he gets close to that death gun. And they can suppress the other things, of course. You want to try to split, have the Hive Tyrant come from one direction, have everything else come from the other direction, so at least something's going to get to the looters. It is very narrow on the south side, though, to do that kind of split play. Tier 2 for Ligt. Does it mean light or something, I think? Maybe. Dutch or German or something, maybe even both. Here come the looters. Setting up their death gun. Lots of Daka behind them. Shooter boys fully upgraded with their knob leader and their big shooters. Here we see the momentum rings because the Crusaders dropped a model. They got a buff for a while. Incendiary is nicely thrown on the sluggers. But guardsmen might wipe. Guardsmen do wipe, but so do the sluggers. And those guys had burners, I think. Spotters running away. Inquisitor with a crossbow bolt pistol running away. Big shooter for the Mekboy. Daka. I'm pretty sure that upgrade was added after release as well. It was like a year in or so they added that big shooter in. Something like that. Warboss with a bang bang hammer. I don't think you get the bang bang buffs though for just smacking a power node. Painboy throws out that Git Source heal. And there's the decap. They're not going to bash the gens though. They want to steal them for a bit, I guess. Back towards the mid. Here come the Crusaders. Dropping a model, getting that buff. Does it buff their speed? They seem to be motoring here. It buffs their health. I'm not sure what else it does. I think it kind of a bit of everything. Buffs their health, buffs their damage, but I think it also buffs their speed. Seemed like they were moving there. There's that flash grenade retreat on the Storm Boys, but the Crusaders having to run. What was that? That was weird. Looks like we got psychic assailment on the operatives that time. Oh, it was the Kommando flinging himself around. Almost finishing off those Crusaders. Storm Boys trying to get on them. Oh, but they're so bad at chasing. I think War was up though there, so they were chasing better than usual, but they still couldn't get it done. Has he got a weird glowy... Yeah, he's got a glowy robe, the Daemonhunter. Some kind of warp shenanigans there, fellas. 2-to-1 cap for the blue team. The Orky blue team haven't lost the VP yet. We got some Gretchens up, and they've put the boys' hut. Da boys' hut, excuse me, in a good place. Provide some passive buffs to nearby troops. Some pretty good buffs, I think. Damage and speed and that kind of thing. And you can get inside of it and garrison it, as you see those looters do. Maybe these guys could sneak up and throw their incendiary grenade in. Sentinel's got a missile launcher. Getting some repairs. Frag missiles, good anti-infantry. Crack missiles, good for large targets. Back down to the south. Ravener brewed up for Chuzar. Hive Tyrant is down though. Should get revived there, I would think. Revive him, says Trojan. So maybe we'll see it. Picking off in the mid, is it? Oh, Sentinel's having a little go. Trying to steal that northern contested VP. There's a war banner going up right in front of Da Boy's hut for more buffs and stuff, I guess. Oh, there's the incendiary. Another war banner using the, I think they call it Frazzle, don't they? Just gives like a really long-lasting war buff. So you hit that and then go in. It used to be called Frazzle, but I think back then It was like an offensive ability, not it was like a big stun or something, wasn't it? Or am I remembering things incorrectly? It's a big Manticore strike. That was pretty effective. Almost destroyed that stuff outright. Sentinel takes out one war banner. I love the way they fall apart. So much detail there. And that's a really good target for frag missiles. Operatives barely make it out of there. Here come some Crusaders. And there's that crossbow bolt pistol. Doing its crossbow bolt pistol things. You got anything else, Inquisitor? No. Crippling volley lasts a while as well, doesn't it? Storm boys with their bomber boys. Got their improved rocket packs. Hey, we got a Grey Knight Dreadnought up. Starts off with a big fancy incinerator weapon type thing. And the Orks don't like it. They're backing off. Are you getting a beamy? Yeah, here comes a beamy death gun. Which is just an amazing name for a weapon. Gonna get at least one shot. Oh wait, did he not shoot? Oh, I think it shot at the Sentinel, you know. It runs away. Nothing really here can touch the Dreadnought now. Just going to do what it wants. Oh, it's gone Plasma Cannon, of course. Very popular upgrade. Gives you a twin-linked heavy bolter and a Plasma Cannon. It's pretty damn cool. It means you can't melee anything, though. You're losing heavy melee. They're trying to explode that boy's hut. Here comes a Death Dread in the south. The Zone Throat got a focused Warp Blast, but it can't do much else. Hive Tyrant doesn't have any anti-vehicle weapons equipped. Does have a bonded exoskeleton though. Bioplasma is a decent shot. But I need to be careful, Sergio. Lots of orky fire around as well, isn't there? Zone Throat getting too close. Look at that special attack range. That's nuts. What is this? Look at this Kommando. Ligt with a sneaky infiltration kit. He's been very sneaky. What is he up to? Is he going to try and take out... Oh, he's going for the Manticore, maybe. With what, though? Oh, he's getting tier 3, so he might be waiting for tier 3, get the rocket launcher, and destroy the Manticore. Red team sitting pretty in the mid. With a Plasma Cannon Dreadnought. They got some Crusaders. Sentinel. Artillery spotters. A bunch of guardsmen, of course. Some stormtroopers still there. Manticore strike. Couple of good hits. Mekboy runs. Almost level 4. Tier 3 hitting for King of Pythons and Ligt. Meanwhile in the south. Oh hey, we have Exorcism. Rites of Exorcism. Cripples and weakens enemy vehicles. I think it slows them down and it means they take more damage. But can they finish it off? It's run out now. And they don't have any anti-vehicle weapons here aside from the Zone Throat shot. There we go. It cooled down, I guess, and you could use it again. Rocket launcher's in. He's going for it. He's going to shoot once and then get suppressed, though. There's right in me crosshairs. Boom. And that wasn't even a rear armor shot. Can they shoot again? They can. Down it goes. Does it not have... Does it technically not have a cooldown? So suppression doesn't affect it. He seemed to be suppressed there. Not seem to give a crap. There are some weapons like that, such as autocannons, that technically don't have a cooldown time. And suppression works by increasing the cooldown time exponentially, so you shoot much slower. Incendiary and plasma cannon, that's nasty stuff there. Rotation from Chuzar. Looted tank is up. He's going to get too close to this stuff though. Kills a warrior brood. Oh, it's got thorax swarm. Some Daka. Warboss is not fully kitted yet. Looted tank taking damage. Plasma cannon gets another really good hit. I hope they can add... I asked the modder guys about adding the wind-up sound to the plasma cannon. It survived, so that you can it's like a tell for when it's going to fire. It also seems to not come out of the actual plasma cannon when it fires. It seems to come out of the sarcophagus a bit. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Oh, red team got their VP decapped. Zone Thrope is on it. He's got a big old brain. He knows how to cap stuff. Bioplasma disrupts the looters. It's alright. Comes the Warboss. Rending Talon seismic rolls a little bit early. Sluggers completely avoided it. They're trying to shoot down the Warboss, I think, yeah. Thought they were going to go for the Painboy maybe. Big fight here brewing. Big old fight. Stormboy's in there. Sluggers in there. Bunch of shooters backing them up. There's a Purgatus though. Inquisitor's had enough of these Orks for now. Inquisitor's had enough. Plasma cannon with a decent shot, but there's more Orks top of your screen. Looted tank getting awfully close. With not a huge amount of hit points. Mekboy's trying to repair it. Shooter boys. Are the shooter boys just getting thrown away here? It might be. It might be that they're throwing the shooter boys away to get population. Yeah, look, these guys aren't retreating. They want to replace them with commandos or flash kits or something. Yep, flash kits on the way for King of Pythons, but he lost the tank. They lost their tank. 384, 214. A bit of stunnage over there. Daemonhunter's down. Looks like he has the Force Rod in hand. Kommando very elaborately gets away using the grappling hook. I mean, pretty effective way to leave. Anyone around to revive the Daemonhunter? Oh, Inquisitor's down as well. Here comes Sergio, though, to revive the Inquisitor. Ah, she repurchased. Trojan repurchased the Inquisitor there. Just about to get revived. You should always call out when you're reviving, but you should also pay attention to what your allies are doing before you revive. They seem to be coming in your direction. Ask them, or just wait. Tier 3 for Kesuga, the last player to go. They had to spend a bunch of power on the Dreadnought. Here comes the Kommando knob back. There's right me crosshairs, and Beamy Looters getting shots. Here's the revive from Sergio. Nope, can't do it. Runs away. Purgatus came in. I think he couldn't have finished that revive. There's a bioplasma shot. Dreadnought's in trouble. Stormboy's on it. Down it goes. And Commandos with their rocket launcher knob leaders as well. Ligt going full Commandos. Orks coming back with a vengeance with their tier 3 units rolling now. Look at a red for King of Pythons as well. They can drop a nuke. So could Panzer. Acadians on the field for Trojan. Kesuga. Decent chunk of red. Could almost drop a nuke himself. Battle wagon on the way for panzerbatallion. Now, do you get Grey Knight Terminators here, seeing as there's double flash kits, which could get double blasters? But it might not matter if you can teleport your Grey Knight Terminators in and support them. They basically make those flash kits retreat. Double commandos flee. Maybe they could set up a rocks with their... Love the Dakar. What's this? Oh, there's some rocks in a Tyranid base. Looks like the Mekboy died getting vision for it there. I think that was a double rocks, wasn't it? Don't think he lost too much, Chuzar. Lost some termagants, maybe. Yeah, that was weird. Maybe they're trying to destroy bases or something. These dodgy Orks. What's this flash? Oh, some flash kits died. Rowdy Orks. Never know what they're going to do. More commandos on the way for Ligt. Acadians bashing power really good there. Those Kashyyykin. Kommando flinging himself all over the place. Gets hammered with witches to the head. And almost dies. Almost dies. Daemonhunter is back to his feet, by the way. Battle wagon shows up, some units inside so that all the guns can fire. Gets a thorax swarm though. Electroshock grubbed. Don't think there's anything else to follow it up. Sergio level 2. Just backing off a bit. Daemonhunter level 3. Does indeed have the Force Rod. Retribution. Retribution's a decent tool against Knob Squad, isn't it? Because you stop them using Frenzy with the silence. And its disruption, of course. course, you got to use it on them before they use their frenzy already. Battle wagon, that big zap gun takes out some termagants. Here comes a Carnifex though for Chuzar. Another Dreadnought for Kesuga. That's what they go for. And Ogrins for Trojan. I mean, the Plasma Cannon Dreadnought did do very well before it went down, but there's quite a lot of anti-vehicle around now. Tripled Commandos, the Battle Wagon, and the Commando Knob. Not to mention, yeah, there's still looters with Beamy Looter as well. Ravenous Flea. Knob Squad on the field as well. Will also tear apart a Grey Knight Dreadnought pretty nicely. Bit of damage to it already. There's that Force Rod Retribution into Tyranno formation. Beautifully done. Didn't quite time it right though. That would have been a good hit on those commandos there. But it mostly got the Commando Knob, I think. We have a Venom Cannon Carnifex. Good tool to have against the Battle Wagon, not so much against the Knob Squad who can tear it apart. They have their Meaner and Greener. Bomber Boys, 307 to 168. We have some Bullgrins. They'll help against the Knobs. They got the use your shield, big area of effect suppression thing. Tons of stuff loaded in the Battle Wagon and off it goes. What's going on over here? Some cheeky power bashing on. They're getting flamers as well. Look at this. Hey, a Primarius Psycho on the way for Trojan. Awesome. Very rarely get to see these guys. What is this? What are you doing, Mekboy? Did you just get revived? By the Commando, maybe? I don't know. Some seismic raw action. Carnifex needs to get the hell away from these guys, though. Especially with Warboss buffs potentially up. No, tends to get a couple of shots. Sergio's in there as well. They're only heavy infantry Knob Squads, so they won't have any resistance against regular melee attacks. So the Ranged Talons will do a decent job. Oh, here comes a Venom Cannon for some reason. I guess they want to go after that Battle Wagon. Much more of a focused anti-vehicle weapon these days. Oh, and then goes for Crushing Claws. Did he go for the... Did he get the wrong weapon? Or he just wants them all. Love the double, love the Daka on the Bullgrins. I don't think you need to use it twice, fellas. Really wanted to make sure they were knocked over. More Grey Knight Dreadnought. I like this. Sergio needs to get a melee or Stranglethorn Cannon Carnifex up, I think. Acolyte leader on the Crusaders. Really strong squad leader, this guy. Look at him. 55 power melee DPS by himself. Gives them 20% damage and damage resist and makes the battle frenzy better. Beamy Looters are going to die. Indeed they do. There's a stun bomb. Dodged by most of the Bullgrins. And there's that Primarius Psycho. It's got that area of effect attack staff thing from range. And some cool abilities. I think these days he starts with Telekinetic Dome, which is going to be good for those Bullgrins. And he can get the Ethereal Wave from an upgrade. They switch that around. Sergio's here with Crushing Claws now. Going after the Knob Squad. They pop their Frenzy. And there's some Daka as well. Warrior Brood used to disrupt them and then they run. Good special attack. Now Sergio gets the hell out of there. These guys have their U-jammers now. The Mekboy is still here. Yeah, this base is really low. Look, he's just been chucking rocks on it, I think. Maybe Mega Rumblers? Has he just been using Mega Rumblers on it? It's almost gone. It's only got 300 hit points left. I think that's what he's been doing. That is a Telekinetic Dome, look. Makes your melee units inside better, basically. And I think it debuffs their melee units inside. It's pretty cool. I always forget exactly what it does. And then I look it up and I forget it again. Inquisitor's down. Double Plasma Dreads. We'll see how they do. Where is that Psycho? He ran off. Got a cool model as well, I think, they gave him. Hold on. Modder guys. Commandos make it out. Bullgrims are doing well here. Taking big hits though. They've created some space for a cap now. 192 to 164. Is Chuzar's base gone? It is indeed gone. So they cannot get any more units, unfortunately. I guess, can they still call in the Tyrant Guard? I mean, where would it spawn? At some other base? Maybe. They can still do without number, I suppose. But they need to be hyper aware and careful with their units now, Chuzar. They do have a VP lead. No, they don't. They have a 2-to-1 cap. They don't have a VP lead. I'm lying to you. Level 2 Kassakin with plasmas. Psychus on the front line again. And he's got a book, look. Diviner's Foresight. Allows him to use energy to power his abilities. And gives him more DPS on his lightning arc, which is his basic attack. Pretty good one too. Orks coming for the mid. Plasma cannons, do your thing. Disrupt those knobs. There's that telekinetic dome to protect these guys from the knobs melee, I think. And a paroxysm as well. They dealt with that knob squad very well. Paroxysm from the Neurothrope doing percentage base damage, and it slows you down. Weird Boy's up though. Zapping some stuff. Another Dreadnought on the way for kesuga7. Weird Boy getting Warphead for Foot of Gork. There's that Bioplasma. That was from the Carnifex that time. Not sure where Sergio is. Oh, he's up there. It might have been his Bioplasma. Doing some good work actually with those crushing claws, eh? Almost took those guys out. Might need to run back to base though, it's quite low. Might be worth... definitely worth throwing up a brood nest, I think. Heavy weapon squad on the way for Trojan. Looted tank for King of Pythons. He's got double flash kits, knobs, and a looted tank. Ligt with triple commandos and a Weird Boy. Panzerbatallion, the only person interested in keeping their tier 1 units around, apparently. Slugger's doing some repairs. 115, 164. Now they have a VP lead, the red team. Can they just hold the mid? One base down. So the Carnifex leveled up. No, not quite. Neurothrope can't level. I mean, I don't know how you can approach this super well. Got the suppression from the Bullgrims. Got triple plasmas. The Neurothrope. Carnifex has a bioplasma. The Hive Tyrant has a bioplasma. Big fight here now. Weird Boy tossed a bunch of stuff in. There is a big Foot of Gork. Uses shield as well. Paroxysm. Cataclysm. Everything. Mega Rumbler coming in. That's messing with the Carnifex, as you can see. It's stunning the Carnifex. The Dreadnought's got far enough away from it, I think. Sergio, the Hive Tyrant, going straight for that Mekboy. Rocket run thrown in. Awesome stuff. Looks like there was a decap. But look at Trojan up there with a bunch of units flanking around. Going to take out the... and they took him out. They took that Pain Boy out. Paroxysm. Knob squad dealt with. Purgatus in the back lines there. Battle Wagon's quite low. And she has an Inferno pistol. There's Judgment. Awesome stuff. Red team did not yield. Ligt down to 2 units. King of Python just got a tank busters up. Yeah, they need to do something about these triple Grey Knight Dreadnoughts. They've been awesome. So that was the first one that was destroyed. Look at that. Tank buster barrage. I need more of that kind of thing. Panzerbatallion now has a knob squad. Is that these guys? No, these are King of Pythons. They haven't actually leveled up yet. I feel like they've been around for a while. They've just been stocked quite well. Can the Kommando knob do some commando sneaking and get to this, maybe? They're running out of VPs. Not sure if they can get counters up quickly enough here. kesuga7 wants to win with one base down. He got mega rumbled. Guys, they just got tossed in. They're hanging out. There is a rocks. Look at the area it covers. Looks like they dodged it reasonably well. Some stormtroopers got hit, but the dreadnoughts avoided most of the damage. Tank busters gonna bust some things. What is this? Nob squad trying to flank from the south. Warboss there with a power claw as well, but here comes Sergio. And there goes Sergio. Battle wagon, they got it. Not sure what got the last hit there. 2-1 for blue. They got both the naturals. Something snuck through. Needs a cap, guys. Here comes a Nob squad. In on the Crusaders. And they are leaving. I think they lost their Nob leader there as well. I think. Dreadnoughts have been immense. So good. Level 3 Psycho, eh? Wonder if he's got Ethereal Wave as well. I just haven't spotted it. All is quiet on the front. 2-1 cap. They need to position some stuff here. Maybe just leave the Hive Tyrant here. I mean, he's pretty useful on the front lines, I guess. I think he should switch to Psychic Scream now. He's still got the Bioplasma up. Oh, can they even afford Psychic Scream? Yeah, they can. Down to 20 VPs. The blue team one last roll of the dice, I think. What is this? Commandos? Yep, Commandos being sneaky. Looks like some operatives are hanging out here. They can spot sneaky things. I need to chuck their incendiary. There it is. Don't think the Commandos can get the cap. They can get the decap though. And then, yeah, they can't get away. Crusaders are back on it. Down to 7 VPs. Those guys got blown up. Nob squad on the way for Ligt. Battle wagon on the way for Panzer, but it's too late. They're going to get the natural back and they're going to win, I assume. Actually can tank that Weird Boy shot really well. They got 2,600 hit points, these guys, at level 4. It's amazing. There's a 2-1. And there is the victory. What an awesome game. We had a level 9 Mekboy. Bloody hell. This guy mega rumbled the crap out of this base with some rocks and stuff as well. Level 8 Kommando. Did some cool Kommando stuff, but he's down at the end. And a level 5 Warboss. Where is he? There he is. With a power claw looking hench. Level 6 Inquisitor. Good build at the end with Purgatus and the mandate for caps. Daemonhunter level 7 did have the Tome of Tranquility at the end. And we had a level 5 Hive Tyrant. Sergio did well with his crushing claws. Awesome stuff. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.